All right, let's talk about it. Coach Jay here, Journey Junction. Can't wait to talk to you about today's topic. This one I think is really great. I've been working on it for a little bit, so maybe it'll inspire you like it does me. Embracing the bumps, how setback fuels growth. That's right, fuels growth. Setbacks. What you call failures, I call them setback. I don't like that negative word of failure because it seems like it's hopeless. Setbacks is more pleasing and more comfortable to talk about. I want y'all to understand that from your setbacks, we should find growth. And what I mean by that is everything you do is not always going to have a positive outcome. There will have some negative outcome, more challenges that you may have to face. Reason why? Because these are opportunity for growth. These are opportunities to seize the moment to reevaluate your situation. There are many things that happen in our life that we automatically set it as, hey, I failed at this didn't happen. Most time we surround it around people leaving us, friends, families, husbands, whatever, wives. They leave the relationship and you feel like you're a failure because you're facing marriage, or you feel like you're a failure because you didn't finish college. You feel like you're a failure because you struggled in high school. You feel like you're a failure because your son or daughter didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to do and have that successful future that you envisioned them to have. Let's stop that. Stop beating yourself up on what other people can do. Yeah, you may have some contribution to it. Okay, fine. But not enough for you to sit back and call it a failure. You can sit back and say it's a setback. It's an opportunity for you to work harder to bring light to why you wanted your kid to strive to go to college or finish their high school, whatever it may be, or your marriage you're working on or whatever. There's some choices that we made and some decisions that life throws us that we have no control over. And I want y'all to understand everything that you do, sometimes there's another part to it that has nothing to do with you. You just got to go through the mercy of life. We have all seen this. If you've been living more than one day, you know that life has so many turns and so many curves that it throws at you that you have to make adjustments. But what I want you to do is look at these times where you have to make these adjustments. Look at these times when things were not favorable. Look at these times where you had to have a redo or step back and regather yourself, re-engage, or just evaluate your current process. See, the key word is that we have to be able to understand where we are when these moments happen. What happened to lead to this? We have to take the time to re-engage in the whole concept. We need to evaluate what steps were taken. Why did we feel this way? Was it because we were more emotional driven? Was it because of my lack thereof, not having friends and wanting friends, or wanting to be in a relationship, or not knowing how to help someone understand my full point and perspective of this? Understanding that these challenges are coming about because maybe I was not that equipped at the time when I start making this decision, or paved out this pathway, or begin to get on this highway to this expected successful end. Is that what happened? Is it that maybe I didn't do all the preparing and preparation in my life or in the times that I could have to help me to have a better outcome, where now I can sit back and say, I didn't fail. I just had a setback, a time for redo, or time to re-engage. See, in life, one thing I do understand is that we have to be flexible and be willing to make the adjustments as they come forth. We cannot continue to sit and look at things just as they are. We have to be proactive. We have to look at what's being presented and try to come up with plans and procedures or methods that's going to help us to continue in the pathway that we've chosen. Now, in that preparation, there's a lot of things that should be happening. For example, we should be trying to find information or guidance or literature or whatever it can do to help us to understand the steps that we're making. Some things we just do it off gut feelings, and there's some things we need to take time to sharpen our skills and educate ourselves, so that when we start going forth in whatever it may be, we can feel comfortable with that decision. I'm a firm believer of this. If you make a decision to do something and you did all the stuff that you can do and it pans out so, it's okay. You use everything that you had in that process to help you to come up with a reasonable, unexpected end. But sometimes there's other curves that come into place that kind of lead you to the left or the right. And in that time, we shift off in our plan. It's okay. That's when we're having a setback, because we know what caused us to shift. What caused us to go off this? And what caused us to derail? Was it because I'm so emotionally attached to the situation that I can't separate from it? I didn't seek wise counsel. I didn't seek other people's point of view and perspective. I didn't do the research to reevaluate myself and look at how I go by my day-to-day activities and what do I do when situations are such as this? Or did I just settled and went with it. I don't know what your reason for you derailing, but you have to be able to see what it is and hold grasp with it. Take accountability for your actions. Listen, if you don't learn to take accountability for it, you're going to keep on making the same mistakes. And I think Einstein said if you keep doing the same thing expecting a different outcome, it's called insanity. I'm not saying you practice insanity. I'm just saying there's some questions that need to be answered. And these questions may cause about some uncomfortable conversation, not only with yourself as you start process, but with whomever it's going to affect or whoever is part of this decision-making process that you're in. Because 9 times out of 10, majority of the decision-making affects somebody else. Not you solely, but others who are involved or around you. So you have to take that in accountability as too. You have to begin to look at this and say, you know what? I need to change some of my approaches. I need to look at it from another perspective. What am I talking about? This is an early form or an early teaching of positive psychology. When you start looking at things, taking ownership and finding a positive way to interact with your decision-making process, with the way that life's been. Positive psychology is to help you understand the goodness about making decisions, the goodness of taking action, the goodness of being self-reliant on what you can do and how to do it. Sharpen your abilities, take ownership for your actions, and come up with strategies and plans to help you. Is this something that you can do overnight, especially if you're not doing this on a regular basis? No. It won't. You can't do it overnight. But if you start practicing, it's like anything else. If you start practicing it, you start putting it in your day-to-day activity, then it becomes a routine. And that routine begins to show you how to what? Fuel your growth. It begins to help you to understand how to move forward in your day-to-day activities. And why is it important to make decisions that make sense? That's right. Make decisions that make sense. Not those solely driven off and I'm forced to make this action. I'm in a way, my emotion driven, I need to do this or else. I feel like it's a demand to do it. No, your decisions should flow with just as easy as you're breathing, as easy as you plan your day to day. When you wake up in the morning, you should be able to strategize on how you're going to go about approaching whatever comes your way, not knowing what today's going to hold. You prepare to say, you know what? I have a plan to execute and excel in today to reach an accepted day today. Yes, life throws its curve. Plans don't go always the way you have. But the one thing you can't fault yourself is that you did not plan, because you did plan to have a great day. You just had to learn to be flexible and curve and make the adjustments that life throws. So what am I saying today? Create a plan, create a routine to help you to examine yourself. Take the point to look at anything that you consider a failure, which we say setback, and see how and what could have been done to prohibit this outcome, or what should be done in the future when this reoccur, how to embrace it with the knowledge that you just learned. See, one thing we are is forever learners, and we're always learning from our mistakes. We learn about the outcome, and we learn whatever life throws our way. So I want to encourage each and every one of you all to keep on striving to be successful. Keep on going forth in your plan. Keep on seeing what tomorrow holds. Stop waiting for tomorrow to bring its lashes to you. Start preparing in your mind what you're going to do today to make today a great day. And we're going to talk more about positive psychology as we go on with the teachings and the sessions that we'll have following it. And if you would like to know more, please, while you're there, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified when I release some more information such as this, and we can follow and go forth with whatever we have. And if you'd like to talk to me, you can always email me at james@onemovementllc.com. Again, james@onemovementllc.com. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Feel free to go ahead and reach out to me. And if you're not doing anything, I'm offering a free consultation. If you go to my website, click on the free, and then get it for free. onemovementllc.com. We're looking there to help you. I believe there's something there that can help you if you want to help yourself. And we got some plans and procedures that will probably guide you into a better day. Hey, until we talk again, I'm Coach Jay, and I'm out of here. Peace.